How alive? Hello. Hi. How is everyone this fine Saturday? Yep.
It's crazy that it's Saturday already.
Mm-hmm. Nuts. So, we are here to talk about this book. See, I like both covers, but I think mine's a little bit more friendly.
Yeah, mine feels a little busy
Mm.
for the cover.
Hi, Jody.
Hi, Jody.
Are you excited? Hi, Livia. Hi, Sarah. Olivia say hey to Jody. Did you manage to finish the book, Livia?
Oh yeah,
I
that's
know
right,
it.
because they were reading it during sprints.
Mm-hmm. It does read really fast. I will say that about it, and that's the thing about short chapters. I'm always good over here. All right. Yes, finished it this morning. Maze balls. Are you still in like? Oh my god, what did I just read? Because to be fair, we finished it Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like I don't know what to give it. I still don't know my star rating yet, which is weird. How about you? Do you know if you can give it a star rating yet?
I'm torn between a 3 and a 4. Because, I mean, there were some, like, hit or miss things with me. So.
Yeah. I was surprised you picked this book. It's a bit extreme, but I thought it was okay. Well, we did put up the poll, and everyone in the Pleasure Your Shelf book club picked Mayfly. So, yeah. Swank's popping in. Hey, Swank. Happy Sunday. Happy Wordsmith Day. And happy Textiles Day. Livia didn't like it. I fully expected you not to like it, Livia. I think it's a bit too grotesque for you. I mean, straight off the bat, I mean, like one of my one of my first notes was just like the imagery. She ain't afraid to get graphic. Yeah, they definitely don't shy away from the graphic imagery. And like chapter 1, I read like an entire monologue. I read it like it was a monologue, kind of like they were like on stage just telling you what was going on. Jenny, it was far out of my comfort zone, and same. I was like, I don't know if this was brilliant or terrifying. I'm glad I read it. Yeah, I can see that. 1 star for Olivia. I mean, you're definitely not supposed to like Maeve at all. And just the constant contradictions that she kept like spewing all the time with like, oh, I love this city, and then like I hate everyone in this city, and it's just like, what? So I feel like she's supposed to be like an unreliable narrator, and she's supposed to infuriate you. Swank, I loved it so much as I did the first time I read it. 5 stars. It ripped my heart out. Yeah. But we'll get back to the ending soon. I mean, we're not a spoiler. We jump straight into spoilers anyway because it's a book talk. You're supposed to have read the book. I'm not scared by graphic violence or gore. I read Dead Dove Eats fanfic. Oh, okay. I haven't read that, so I don't know.
I've never heard it.
I find it hard to know if what she was saying was true or just in her head. Yeah.
I think that was like the fascinating part because like it literally felt like she had some kind of like mental condition that was causing her to be like this. Like I don't know if it was like
Mhm.
schizophrenia or what have you. It just made you think what was real, what was not. So
Yeah. I feel like that all was like also quite intentional. What shocked
mhm.
me was like that she worked at Disney and that she absolutely loved her job, and I'm just like, what? It was just like, oh my god, they
Mhm.
work at Disney. And you know, I did get the irony of her being the ice princess. That was quite funny.
Yeah, I was like their
Oh,
characters they play are giving heavy Frozen vibes.
hmm,
So
I loved Maeve and her energy. Yeah, chaotic energy. I don't like too much the type of writing style almost seems a stream of consciousness. Right, okay, I get it. It was a female version of American Psycho. See, I've seen the movie, I've not read the book, American Psycho.
that makes so much sense. It really
Uh,
does.
yeah, I mean, she even references Bateman in the book as well.
Mhm.
So, yeah. But I feel like in this, I think Maeve actually had feelings, but as with Bateman, he didn't have feelings. He was just like, yeah. I think he was
Mhm.
going through all the psychotic things to figure out and try and learn how to feel. But with
Mhm.
Maeve, she actually felt things, and that's what drove her to being, well, killing. It made me think a lot throughout the book. That is something that scared me. The thought of someone like her working in Disney. Yeah, that's the thing. You never know what happens behind closed doors. You never truly know someone.
Mhm.
I mean, usually, I'm a true crime junkie aficionado or whatever, and whenever it's like there's two lines of thing where like the police go and talk to people and they're like, we're suspecting like Joe Blogs of murder. It's like, oh no, he's such the sweetest, nicest guy. Do anything for anybody, you know. I would never think he couldn't hurt a fly. And then there's the, oh no, he's a wrong un. I've always got creepy vibes off him. They're the two things that happen.
Mhm.
So disassociation, yeah, dissociation, I think, or trauma maybe. People that do bad stuff sometimes get PTSD of doing a bad thing. Schizophrenia is a completely different thing. I think she's antisocial with a hint of trauma. I mean, yeah.
Mhm.
And I think that there's all, I felt like, as someone who has ADHD, I felt like it, what also, she could have also had like ADHD with the whole like masking of everything, not letting like, you know, the crazy mask, the crazy person out, and like, what did she call it? The monkey. What did
Mhm.
she, did I write it down? I probably
It
didn't write it
was
down.
monkey and a wolf.
Yeah. So not letting the wolf out and showing the monkey. Yeah. It was her thought process that disturbed me more than the graphic images. Fair. I didn't
Mhm.
like the predictability. I knew the tattoo meaning. Tattoo? I'm like, have I just forgotten that? I have read a lot of books since then. What tattoo? One question: the English version named Disney explicitly? Yeah, they did. Well, they said they said like mouse ears, and I feel like it was heavily implied that it was Disney. Vibing. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
I honestly thought that her best friend was a bitch. Complete bitch. Didn't like her. Definitely feel like the way she treated Maeve definitely like played part into how she became towards the end of the book.
Yeah.
And not gonna lie, Liz deserved everything she got.
Yeah. Facts. But to be fair, when they said that like she gave them diazepam, I'm just like, how much did she give them? Because I take diazepam and it don't hit me like that. I'm like, damn, give me some. It looks like it looked like her nan was also like her, or maybe she must have been wanting it, and the part of her nan we made up. Yeah. The Italian version implied that it was Disney, but didn't say. Fair. The brother's tattoo that Maeve dated. Oh yeah, the 12. Right. Yeah. Right. In the American edition, it's non-stop Disney name dropping. The two girls were Disney princesses. See, I think it just says princesses in mine. What about yours, Chantel?
That's all I got. I didn't get Disney.
How did you feel about like how she actually went on and to actually like it's like she did like the ultimate like internet trolling with the whole yeah, like literally she needed to destroy someone's life. I mean, it felt on one hand I was just like, why are you doing this? But on the other hand I was just like, yeah, this racist piece of shit does kind of deserve this, you know? It's like I don't in mine it said Princess Sisters. Yeah.
Same.
You must have got an older version, possibly, Swank. Because I'm guessing, well, yours is obviously an American copy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any favorite quotes from the book?
Let me see.
See, I got one that Gideon said was beauty always brings destruction. Am I fair? Oh, there we go. You have to put the wolf to sleep, Maeve. Keep it sedated and secret and tucked away. It is the monkey's time. It is time, my girl, to learn to play pretend. And that's what Tallulah said, so the grandma.
I liked where I can't remember who exactly said it, but never stop moving, fill your time, and fill it wisely. If you can't fill it wisely, then fill it exquisitely.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked that. I think that was the only quote that I wrote down, other than like explaining how I was feeling about the certain situation that was going on.
Cassie is here. Hello. Hello, my favorite people. Hi. I like that quote, Chantel. Yeah, it's a good quote.
Mm-hmm. And I think it can be interpreted into just about anybody's life, really.
Mm-hmm. Just reading my notes and I was like, oh my god, imagine falling, reaching out for something and to break your fall and you grab a guy's penis. Mortified. Right. It's like, yeah. I think even Asma put in the Discord, she's like, how does that even happen?
Okay. Go put it in the sink. This is when I happy. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going through. Yeah, because as we was like, how does that even happen? Someone act it out so I can understand the logistics behind this scene. And then Kenny said, the ghost and I shall act it out for this experiment. I just need to ask him first. And then the ghost said no. But the ghost is her husband. That's what she calls him. Cassie, as a tired parent, I like to fill my time with sitting down and not doing anything. Fair. And I find interesting the wolf and monkey part. Life is fleeting and meaningless and crying to be seized from behind and fucked into obscurity. I mean, that is a quote. You do not need to you do not need a moral or a noble story to do what you want. You do not first need to be a victim to become a monster.
That's solid.
There are some very good quotes in this book. I also said, usually if another book is mentioned within the book, I'll want to go look it up and want to read it. But with what Maeve read in this book, I'm like, yeah, nah, I'll give it a miss. Because
I feel like I wrote that down too. Book mentioned Story of the Eye by George Batelli.
Yeah, the History de L'Oreal and having a eyeball inserted into places. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, I was. She has a very interesting taste in books. I mean, come on, someone's sticking an eyeball in someone's. In
a certain lady part. Cassie saying, well, that's amazing to the quote. Jody saying, hey, Cassie. Cassie saying, hey, Jody. Jody, I kind of want to read it. Nah. You couldn't pay me, to be honest. Oops. The author was gifted that the book, and they liked it. Okay. Didi would totally want to read it too, I bet. Possibly. Hi, Cherie. Sprint hopping and hugging the like button. Oh, thank you, babes. But, this is book club talk. We're not actually sprinting. But I will say that Q from QWERTY is currently sprinting for Kooky Mayhem. And seeing as I did all the makeup and everything, I might nip on over when we've finished book club, hang out on sprints for a little while.
I totally missed Kita's sprints this morning. And I was so upset. I was like, man. Because he's doing a lot of Star Wars stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like super fascinated by that because I like Star Wars and totally missed it. I was so mad at myself.
I managed to pop into Kita's for a little bit, but my mum was here quite late today. So who was on before Kita? I know I popped in and said hi.
Saluna?
No, it was Lexi. It was Saluna, then Lexi. Yeah.
I miss Lexi's too.
It happens. We can't be in every single one. I mean, we wanna, but we can't. To be fair, this was my second extreme horror, first being Womb, but this made me want to read more where Womb had the opposite effect. Yeah. For an extreme horror that I really enjoyed was is it Psychic Teenage Bloodbath? Or Teenage Psychic Bloodbath? Hang on. But yeah, that's graphic, that's extreme, but it's really good. It's on the thanks part. Sorry, I can't remember the English word. The acknowledgements. Normally I read the acknowledgements, but I didn't on this one for whatever reason. Sorry, just reading. Shout out to Grady Hendrix, Jean, Kian Kaseo, Kylie Curry. Okay. Kata Sprints was so sweet my first time watching her. I've looked before, but that was my first time commenting. And Livy is so cute and sweet. Yes, they are. Cassia, yes. Kita and her daughter Livy are so adorable. She's precious. Oh my gosh, I'm teared up. Oh, bless you. Oh, I normally skip them. Maybe I should start reading the thank you pages. Yeah. I normally read the acknowledgements because I think it gives you a little insight into their thoughts. I'm halfway through Teenage Psychic Bloodbath, the cafeteria scene. Whoa, epic. I know, right? Apologies, it's actually Psychic Teenage Bloodbath. Exactly, I get them mixed up. Teenage Psychic Bloodbath, Psychic Teenage Bloodbath. But yeah, it's good. Let me see if I can bring up the picture. So, share screen. So, yeah, this is what Psychic Teenage Bloodbath looks like. You can see that I gave it 4 stars. It's very good. I enjoyed it muchly. There is a second one. I don't feel like it needed it, but it was still a fun time. You're right. She just describes the princesses in the park, etc., in such detail that you assume it's Disney. Mea culpa. Are you good? You good? I looked up the book she was reading, and it can only be found in non-English editions. Oh, okay. Was it an egg or an eyeball? I read the book in 2023. Confused. See, there was an eyeball, and then later on there was the egg thing. The egg. See, the eyeball was the book she was reading at the start, and the egg was inserted into the back area. Either way, gross on gross on gross.
And then there was the tube with the mice. That was a little uncomfortable.
The curling iron. What? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty obvious it's supposed to be Disney. The woman who was meant I imagine being Bella at one point, then wrote Cinderella at the other part. Belle. Oh, okay, yeah. Probably it's a rights issue, Swank. Disney can be a bitch, but it was so clear. It definitely was. I think she used an egg in the story. It was an eye. Yeah, there were. When she was reading the book, well, she was reading a different book at the beginning, and then there was the whole thing of like she dropped a book that she was reading later on, and that certain page that Gideon read was about the egg.
Mm-hmm.
The curling iron made me cry. Mm-hmm. Hi, welcome. Have you read Mayfly? Because this is the book we're talking about, and it is very graphic. If you've not read it, this might not be the best place to stick around. I mean, we're happy to have you here, but yeah. Patricia, it's inspired by the story of The Eye by George. But yeah, him. If you dig Mayfly, I check it out. I gave it 4 stars, and I gave Mayfly 5 stars. Yeah, Spanish woman, lovely. And the book had both eyeball and egg. She tried the egg in herself. Yeah, with Gideon's help. My mind goes straight to the curling iron. Mm-hmm. You two British girls are always smiling. Chantel's not British. But yeah. Thank you. So yeah. Would you read anything else by this author?
Oh, I'm totally picking up American Rapture for Spooky.
Yeah. I think the eyes are the best part, and mind F about my kind of books. Are more my kind of books. Right, okay. Ooh. Yes, he suggested making a soft boiled egg. Yeah. I want to read American Rapture. I have it on hold right now. Yeah. Well, Swank's read American Rapture. Did you like American Rapture? Did you like it better than Mayfly? Swank, how was it for you?
I believe I got American Rapture from NetGalley, so definitely will be reading that for Kooky.
So, my notes. Diazepam wouldn't have touched me. Lol. I'd love some. How much diazepam did she give these two? Yeah. I just put wow. The beginning of chapter 12! Exclamation point.
I said for that one, I said the only thing I have to say about chapter 12 is WTF.
Yeah. I would honestly read something else. Yeah. I mean, they're definitely, even if you don't like the book, I feel like they're definitely a talented writer.
Mm-hmm.
Even in my notes it says, "Oh no, we're going all American Psycho."
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of unhinged women main character books lately. I mean, when was this published? I think this is quite an old book.
I think it was like 21?
23 by this edition. 2023. I know in the acknowledgements that they said they survived lockdown, so yeah. So it's fairly recent. See, how would you feel finding out a friend or someone you slept with was a murderer? I mean,
Definitely gets your brain going.
yeah. I don't think so. Not from this author, but I'm open to the genre. That's fair. That's fair. Another one of my notes is WTF, you're boning and you rip the dude's tooth out. What?
Right?
It's like, what possessed you in that moment to just be like, yeah. So I think we need to talk about Gideon. It's like, I liked him in the beginning. I thought he could like go blow for blow with Maeve and her snarky attitude and all the rest, and then yeah,
I did not see the ending coming at all whatsoever.
I didn't see the ending coming either, and I also didn't realize that. Well, Olivia said that they thought it was predictable with the number 12 or whatever. I did not see that at all, and normally I can figure that crap out. No, maybe I was just caught off guard with all the imagery and all the but yeah, I did not put those two together at all. American Rapture was so good, 5 stars. I never ugly cried as much as I did with the book. Plus, I learned to hate organized religion more than I do now. I related to the forced religious upbringing. Okay. Good to know. Depends why. Defending themselves, I'd be fine. Doing it for fun, I'd be scared for my life. Fair. Fair.
Mhm.
I didn't like Gideon. He gave me some weird vibes. He didn't give me weird vibes at all.
Mm-mm.
So I was just like, yeah. But then when they had the threesome and Maeve started to do the whole like curling iron bit, and he's just stood there watching. I'm like, okay, is he just as sick and twisted as Maeve, or is he like waiting her out? Well, like, yeah, she won't do it. So
Right. I was like, is he just like confused in an utter that he doesn't know what to do?
mm.
Or, like you said, is he as deranged as she is?
American Rapture was so different to Maeve 5, both 5 stars in their own ways. Okay. 100, Jodie. Paula is such a trusting person. I hate to see you in a horror movie because my spidey senses would be on that man was off. See? Yeah. And the thing is, I can't move fast either, but I wouldn't be if someone was coming like in a horror movie. If someone was coming to kill me, I'd just stand my ground and fight. I'd just be like, "Let's go. If you kill me, you kill me. I ain't running. Come at me, bro." I read the first few pages of American Rapture, but wasn't in the mood at the time. If it comes through this month, I'll read it, but for Zombie-a-thon, since it's post-apocalyptic. Oh, cool. CJ Leeds book covers are a masterpiece. Haha, I love Maeve, the US edition poster. Yeah, I mean, I like both editions. I just think that this one's a little bit more would draw more people in, if that makes sense. The other one with the teeth, like Chantel's edition, I'm like, that might put more people off.
Honestly, I didn't understand the teeth reference. But after a while, the dress on yours made all the sense. So,
yeah. I thought it was behind the doll's head. Who else would it be? I questioned that the entire time. And also the girl that was like putting them, it's like, what connection was that? What was...
And I don't think we ever got a...
Nope. He was the same as her. That's what he kept saying. We're the same. Yeah. I mean, even in my notes when they were having the sex thing, it's like, what did I say? That she's found someone just as depraved as she is. Well, yeah, it looks like Maeve found someone just as depraved as she is. Sexually. Then obviously later on we find that out. But yeah, I mean... I also... It's like, how sweet of it was that Gideon made the whole, like, Halloween room for her, because I was like, that's so sweet. I mean, everything else in that chapter was just absolutely gross and nasty, but I was just like, "Aw, that was cute."
I was living for all of the Halloween vibes and mentions.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yes. Build me a room with a coffin and all the cemetery stuff. Yes. The Italian cover is so dull. I'll post it on Discord. Yeah, I did see it, Livia. You don't need to go out your way, babes. I'll bring it up right now. My book. Yeah, it is unfortunate that the Italian edition is a little bit meh. Where the hell are you? I'm in my red section. Fine, make me search for it. Okay. So this is the American edition. Where do I look for editions? Can never find it on here. There we go. So is that one the Italian? Yes, Livia, I'm curious to see what it looks like. I think it's this one where it's just the face. Olivia, I agree. The Italian book makes you look like a smutty romance to me. I mean, yeah, fair. Yeah, and the title's only Maeve in Italian. I was expecting a dungeon, but I think later on it was with the type with toys. I mean, fair. Yeah. Hi, Chantel with double L Chantel. They're listening to Rose/House by RK Martime. Okay, groovy. Again, these aren't sprints. They are. It's a book club chat about Mayfly. But happy you're here. I agree. I feel like there's no personality. It is a bit weak. But how did we feel when she went on the killing spree? I mean, like you said earlier, I felt like Liz deserved it. Because Liz straight up went and followed her to get that evidence. Which is creepy in itself. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why is she so hooked up on keeping her grandma alive? She's hardly living, so why not just let her go and not let her suffer anymore? And then I said, okay, she is so about to lose it and go on an even bigger killing spree, I feel. Is how my notes went along with that.
I mean, I can understand. I can understand how she wanted to keep her grandmother alive. She didn't care that, like, obviously, that her grandmother was in pain and doing all this stuff. I think it's more of a case of she felt like she was connected to her grandmother, and her grandmother was just like her. So it was just like, if like, my grandma dies, that's part of me. Like, I can't. So I get it. And I mean, we all know that death's never easy, and people deal with grief and everything in totally different ways. So it's not something that I would have done, but I do understand. I do understand it. At first, I thought it was all in her head, that she wasn't actually doing it. Yeah. Well, I do like your cover. It does represent the book very well. The American version is just so visually stunning, but doesn't show the story. Hello, Jean. How are you? Hello, Paula and Chantel. Didn't read the book, but wanted to say hello. That's fine. I mean, feel free to hang out, Jean. You will get grossed out more than likely. But yeah. But then she said that probably she would have tortured and killed her even if Liz doesn't deserve it. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, she killed an entire freaking band for whatever reason. And the whole thing where she went to that place and it was like is it a Johnny Depp lookalike or is it actually Johnny Depp? And all that stuff. I was like, I mean, it probably could have been Johnny Depp with, you know, his mega pint. That's all I kept thinking every single time she mentioned him. I was just like, yep, fair, could be. I like also your cover. Yeah, thank you. I do like my cover. It's pretty. Her grandmother was her only family member that accepted and loved her, so she didn't want her to leave. Her parents didn't care for her. Yeah.
I mean, I do get that, but like, she was so faithless, you know.
Tiki bar.
I loved the Halloween decor descriptions for the bar. It was so cool.
Yeah. Oh, I think I have. Yep. Who is this girl and why is she making the dolls? Because yeah, we never find out why the girl is following her. Obviously, we know that it was Gideon who was making the dolls. But why? Why? And it's like, why was she so creeped out by them to begin with? It's just like, clearly, I mean, when we meet Maeve, we don't know that she's actually murdered people, but she's so creeped out by the dolls, and then we find out that she has killed people, and it's like, you know, bodies plural 3. So it's like she's already like, yeah, it's like, well, why are you creeped out by a freaking doll head? I didn't get why she was so creeped out by it.
Yeah, I was right there too with her. It's like, you're like very descriptively murdering people and you're scared of this weird ceramic doll.
As I even said, what's with the creepy doll head and why does Maeve keep thinking back on it? It's like, but why? So how did you feel about Gideon also being a murderer?
I was honestly surprised. I did not see it coming. Like, he really didn't give off the crazy vibe like she did. But then again, we really didn't see a whole lot of him being him. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't get a whole lot of visual explanations of who Gideon was other than being Kate's.
Mm-hmm.
and sexual companion with Maeve.
Yeah.
So
I think the young girl is just a fan of Maeve's, her look, her style, etc. Yeah, the doll phobia was weird. I mean, I get it. I mean, I don't have a doll phobia, but like traditional like ventriloquist dummies, give me the creeps. It's like the stuff that Jeff Dunham was like, all like the fuzzy types of ventriloquist dummies or whatever. I'm talking about like the traditional like wooden ones. Yeah. The creepy dolls reminded me of the boy in story. Sid, yeah.
I love Sid though.
Sarah's Annabelle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, porcelain dolls are creepy. Don't get me wrong, but I don't really have a phobia of them. I just, yeah. Like, give me the Wiggins. I think that's about it for my notes.
Let me see.
I also
mean,
said, taking one of the band members' phones, won't that lead the police right to her?
Right.
I was like, huh? But okay.
Yeah, that I was like, you're kind of like leaving a trail for you to be found out at that point. But I think the only other thing that we didn't really like go over in Men was the sexualization that she felt with the plate photo of her grandmother.
Say that again. You broke up a little.
The sexualization of the playmate photo of her grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Like she had it hanging on her wall, and then later on, she figured that, or not figured, mentioned that she thought it was sexy, and then ended up dressing up the same way. I don't know. I just kind of felt weird about that part. Like I get having a strong connection with your grandmother, but this is a little on the extreme side.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that did feel creepy. Yeah. We aren't in Gideon's mind. I think most people don't get weird vibes. Don't get weird vibes from Maeve too.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't surprised so many. Wasn't surprised so many times. To me, he said things that made me wonder about him. I think sometimes people find the people like them. Yeah, I mean, look at us on BookTube. We find our people. She said that many people tell them that she has a sweet face. Like married couples that kill people, like the Wests, for instance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't think people did ever suspect Maeve because there's not in her head. Only really the people like her close like Gideon's sister. Yeah.
But then at the same time, I still don't really feel like Kate like felt that way towards her either.
Yeah, I mean, there was that instance when they were at the tar pits where she's like, Kate kind of like saw the mask slip, but then was just like, yeah, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I get that. But I feel like I want a version of Mayfly, but from Gideon's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be cool.
I think it would answer some of the unanswered questions we have.
I mean, I don't think we're ever going to get one, but it'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Popping in to hug the like button back. Thank you. They are doing their book talk with Alicia today about can't remember what book it is. It's a Jennifer L. Armentrout one. I thought I'd read the series, but no, I'd read the From Blood and Ash series, not the one that Alicia's reading. I think Kate may have had the idea what she was like because she grew up with Gideon. Yeah, I mean, possibly. It will be interesting grading it from Gideon's POV. Yeah. Sorry, the Discord seems to be popping off today. But blah, blah, blah. We have finished the live now. Shadow and Ember is the book. Yes. See, I thought I'd read it, but no, I've read the From Blood and Ash series. Oop, medication o'clock. Was it a good talk?
You're a knucklehead.
So like, hi, Mini Chantel. Yeah, I feel like we discussed a lot. Yeah. What are they watching?
Monster High.
I love Monster High.
Yeah. She is obsessed. She
Monster
got
High.
all kinds of the Barbie dolls and the Frankie like makeup thing where you can like do the nails and stuff like that. She was ecstatic.
Amazing.
So.
Amazing. Who's your favorite Monster High doll?
Yeah, who's your favorite? Cat one. The cat one? I can't remember what.
Claudine.
Toralei.
Huh? Oh.
Toralei. She's a cat.
Right. What's the one that's got like the is it the one with the Phantom of the Opera kind of lace mask?
Oh, I can't think of that one.
I just love the styling of Monster High. I think they're awesome. Thanks for the reminder. I forgot to take mine. You're welcome. Say if I don't have alarms, I just completely forget, and then it's just like I'll be like, "Oh my god, I'm in so much pain," and it's just like I'll look at my meds and I'll be like, "Oh, oops, ADHD." Did you like Blood and Ash? I did. I thought I'd finished the series, but no, apparently there's another one. So, whoops. Looks like I'll be binging that series again. Thank you. I wouldn't envy my pale skin. Literally, I was out in the sun for 5 minutes yesterday and my skin burnt and started to blister. And I'm still dealing with the pain. Even with aloe vera, it hurts. So, yeah. And thank you for the hug. Mine is the skeleton girl. I can only think of Frankie, but that's Frankenstein. Which one's the skeleton one? Right now, I'm gonna have to Google Monster High.
Yeah, I don't know either. I know there's Frankie, Draculaura, Claudine, Toralei, Cleo, which is Cleopatra.
Yeah. And obviously, we love to hate her. I like Laguna as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. The one that's like looks like a Day of the Dead mask. Is that the one? Sorry, I'm trying to find the one that I like now. I'm just like, what is her name? Oh, whoa. Oh, Bonita Fema. What the hell? There are so many. Where is the one that I like? This is annoying me. I am an adult, dang it. Oh, I also like Abby as well. The abdominal snowman. Next time I might wait to read book closer to the talk. I feel like I forget so much of the names. And yeah, that's why I take notes.
Same.
Because we read so much, a lot of books just fall out of my head. I mean, earlier, like when you mentioned the tattoo, I was just like, huh? What tattoo? What are you talking about? And then you actually clarified, and I was like, oh, the number 12, right? Got it.
Is talking about Scalita by chance?
I thought that.
Mm-hmm.
The one that looks like they've got like a Day of the Dead mask.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Operetta. The one that I like because they look cool. So hang on. Hang on, let me Monster High tangent. I set alarms, get distracted by something else like grabbing a drink and forget to take the tablet. Same. John is constantly saying to his take my tablets and texts. Yeah. I've even got a shortcut in my text to text Chris because he's like, have you taken your meds? I'm like, yeah. Right, hang on. Let's share the screen. Is it what I've forgotten the name again? Scalita?
Yeah, Scalita.
Yeah. Scalita. This one. Is that one your favorite one, Swank? Who's your favorite, Chantel?
I am not sure. It used to be Draculaura.
Mm-hmm.
But as I've gotten older, I kind of like Luna Matthews.
See, they're not showing up on this one. Hang on. So this is the one that I like. You can't really see the greatest picture there.
I like that one.
So many pop-ups. There we go. Whoa. What just happened? And who was yours? The
Luna Matthews.
I also like Sakara Screams as well. are you?
There's Toralei.
Yeah.
That one's my sister's favorite.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever seen Luna Matthews. Or Matthews, should I say. That's a cute design, though.
Mm-hmm.
That is very cute. Anyway, tangent over.
And then I'm also got a soft spot for Deuce.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
the Korean.
Yeah. There's a reading order that what we're doing with the books. It's like 1 and 3, Blood and Ash, and then book 1, Flesh of Fire, and then back to Blood and Ash. Oh, okay. So it's an interconnected series. I didn't know that. I thought Chantel only had pets. No, they have siblings. They have siblings too. Thanks for the book chat. Have a good one. Thank you for being here, Swank. Is Monster High only dolls, or do they do media? There's like a TV show, and they've done movies.
Yeah, they have live action movies as well.
Mm. The only Monster High doll I remember is Frankie. Never watched it. Oh, you should. They're great. I love them.
It's adorable.
Mm-hmm. Gene Monster High was a cartoon that there's several movies.
Mm-hmm.
So, at least we end on a nice note with Monster High and randomly talking about Monster High dolls and stuff. So, yeah. That was good. So, we will be reading Bat Eater this month.
Still jealous of your copy.
This is the special edition. Do you want to see it naked again?
Of course. You have to show off its beauty.
I do. So this is the original cover, what people will be getting, except it's black and red instead of yellow and red. So this is the book naked, and oh, she's so pretty. Oh, so lovely. And we have like the bats on the sprayed edges and black top and bottom. And the end papers. I really hope this book's good because, God, it's so goddamn pretty.
And then you have our boring American cover.
But yeah, it's not that bad. But yeah, we're reading this month. I don't know where we're going to fit it in. Are we still going to be doing Wednesday book club sprints?
I'd like to.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll still, even though we're doing Kooky, we will set up Wednesday sprints pretty much as we have as we did them for Mayfly. So 8 a.m. your time, 1 p.m. my time. I'll send you I'll make the graphic and send it to you. Okay. So if you're wanting to join us to read Bat Eater, we shall do that. But yeah.
I think mine are only scheduled Thursdays and Fridays for Kooky. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've got any Wednesdays scheduled. Just checking the list now. Well, should I say the spreadsheet now?
Yeah, my
no,
windows are totally open.
that's a Tuesday. That's a Monday. Yeah, I think my Wednesday. Yep. So we're good. We're good to do sprints. I mean, I don't think we've not talked about doing the 48-hour one yet, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like midweek, mid-month even. But yeah, we should be good. There we go. You're more than welcome. I'm sorry that you didn't like the book, but it is what it is. Not all books are for everybody. I think I got the wrong book. Mine has the long title, of course. Something. Yeah, that is the book. Because yours is it says Bat Eater and other names for Cora Zhang. Yes. So that is the correct book. Yep, that one. The edition is really so gorgeous. I know.
So jealous.
See, the thing is, people, because I get Illumicrate, but I don't get the Evernight one, which is like the horror subscription. But I was waiting on eBay, and people were selling it for like between like £40 and £70, and I'm just like, no, that's ridiculous. And then someone put it on for like, you know, a fair price, and I was like, yoink. Dibs. I think they got whiplash with how much I actually just went, buy now. I think it'll be my next Kindle read, since I am a slow reader anyways. Fair. By the way, I'm 2 rows away from finishing the first half of my Jason Momoa cardigan. Yay!
Woo!
Don't forget to put pics in the Kooky Crafty Corner Discord. Wanna see? I mean, I know you send me progress pics all the time, Jean, but you know, show your work for everybody else to see. It's good. You got this, Jean. Looking forward to seeing it when it's done. I've not been lucky with book clubs recently, but always interesting to talk about them. I mean, fair. I mean, I like it when people have differences of opinion, because it makes for a good discussion. Because it's nice seeing things from other perspectives. So, yeah. I'm sorry that you didn't like it, but I'm glad we got to talk about it.
I agree.
So, do you have anything final to say, Chantal? Because I think we've talked about the book. I mean, we do normally descend into madness, and we did kind of go on a tangent with Monster High. So, yeah. I agree with Livia. Even when we don't agree, well, it's always interesting to talk about. True. True.
Oh, no, I think I've said everything.
We hit everything. Cool. Does anyone else have anything they want to say in the comments before we wrap this up? Livy, do you think it could be a translation thing? I don't think so. No. I honestly think it's the way that Maeve was written for Livia.
Yeah, Livia definitely said it was the writing style that wasn't like.
Yeah, because they read it in you read it in your language, didn't you? Yeah. So yes. They just didn't like Maeve, didn't like their stream of consciousness. To be fair, I understand it because, you know, she's nuts. For lack of a better word. She was constantly contradicting herself. It's like she's like, I love Disney, I love my job, I love all this, and then in the next breath she's like saying, oh, Disney adults, ugh. And it's just like, well, without Disney adults you wouldn't really have a job, you know.
Mhm.
And if you love your job so much and dressing as a princess, aren't you technically a Disney adult? Just saying. So yes. So where can people, well, obviously link to Chantal's channel is in the information box down below. Are you sprinting tomorrow or not?
No,
No.
my next sprints aren't until Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
which I do need to do those.
I tried other books with stream of consciousness and they out for me. That's fair. That's fair. So I will be live on Monday with my own sprints. They're not cookie sprints, they're just regular Monday sprints, and then we'll figure out what we're doing Wednesday for book club sprints, but we'll be doing them at the same time as we did for Mayfly. Awesome. Thanks to the chat, wonderful people. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting with us. And we will also, I mean, we're reading Batty this month, but Chantal and I will also be choosing 2 books and putting up a poll for what to read next month. So be on the lookout for that in the Discord, on YouTube, and all the things. So yeah. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thanks for chatting, and see you next time. Bye.